You know, just for my qualifications for handling this in the next 31 days. I came into office, we had a $6 billion ice storm. There wasn't anybody told me how to handle that. I figured it out and did it within about 3 months and had it all cleaned up. Some of you council members there, you remember that. I handled that pretty well. We had 22 months of a recession where this city averaged almost 3-4% down. I did not raise anybody's taxes, and I handled the job. Asked for a business license. We didn't put on any extra staff. We figured it out. No soliciting ordinance. We figured it out. And I will tell you this, myself and this staff and this council will figure this out in 31 days. Now, as far as my position, in 2010, I did a proclamation for the gay and lesbian community, and I received 1,800 emails from a lot of outside entities that did not want me to deliver that proclamation, but I did. And you know why? Because I believe everybody should have the same rights as everybody else. And this last one, I've received 1,200 emails in the last week. Not counting phone calls, contacts. But I will say this. To those of you that have been opposition to this, I want to commend you because about 95% of those were not mean, ugly emails. You stated your opinion, but you were very civil, and I want you to know that. I want to thank my staff. I've had 2 secretaries that have probably fielded, what, Don, 400 phone calls in the last 3 days or so. Pam and Bonnie and Lana have done a fantastic job up there. I want to thank our city attorney that I have worn a rut in the carpet walking from my office to his, getting advice. Sandra Smith and her staff and all the phone calls they handled. They've done a fantastic job. I want to thank the people. I want to thank all of you for weighing in on this situation. This is what makes Fayetteville Fayetteville. Now here is what I see. We have 3 classes of people that are not protected by the 1964 civil rights law, and I think that's wrong. We know that 18 states and 200 cities have passed legislation, and I believe we need to be one of those other cities too. I heard 18 stories of discrimination just tonight. Now, people say we don't have any issues with discrimination. I'll bet you David could tell you something different sitting down here, couldn't you, David? From some of the people we work with, right, Fernando? Right? We hear a lot about discrimination. I know I do. You know, in the present day that we see now, that we live in now, I see a lot of turmoil and anger and fear. But you know what? I see a better day. I truly do. I see a day of love and peace and hope. I see that day. I see a day where we don't put tags and labels on people. That we're all citizens under the same umbrella of the Constitution of the United States, and we all have the same equal rights. I see that day. I see a day where everyone is judged by their character and not by a label or a tag. Today we see many of our citizens who have been excluded from the table of equality. And I believe it's time for everyone to have a place at that table, no matter where they come from, what they believe, or who they love. When we accomplish that, then we can truly hold hands and sing land of the free and home of the brave and actually mean it for a change. I've spent most of my life, as far back as I can remember, fighting for equality, diversity, and inclusion. And those of you that know me know that. I believe that equality, diversity, and inclusion is the driving force for all freedoms for everyone. And without equality, diversity, and inclusion, there is no freedom for anyone. And I'm going to stand for that freedom as the mayor of this city. And I will tell you, as I've said, I see a better day. And you know, Lao Tzu says, if you never depart, you never arrive, and we've got to go from where we are to some place we've never been, or we'll always be stuck right where we are, and this city is not going there. Thank you, and I hope the council passes this. With that, Sandra, would you please call the roll?
Kenyon,
Yes.
Petty,
Yes.
Tennant.
No.
Shopmire. Adams.
Yes.
Long.
Yes.
Gray.
Yes.
Marsh.
Yes.
Thank you, council. Enough? Well, now, would